Hi, I'm Dr. Alvin. Today, we are going to talk about hemorrhoids. And these are the type of anal masses that you don't want to mess with. So stay tuned, just sit back and watch this video. Let us now define what hemorrhoids are. Hemorrhoids are also known as piles, and they are swollen veins in your lower rectum. They are cushions of the submucosal tissue containing venules, arterioles, and smooth muscle fibers that are located in the anal canal. Basically, there are two types of hemorrhoids: the internal hemorrhoid and the external hemorrhoid. Of course, there are also the third type, which is the mixture of both internal and external hemorrhoids. Let's now define what internal hemorrhoids are. Internal hemorrhoids are located proximal to the dentate line and are covered by insatiate anorectal mucosa. They are usually painless, but they tend to bleed. On the other hand, external hemorrhoids are located distal to the dentate line and are covered with anoderm. Anoderms are richly innervated tissues. They may cause pain due to frequent friction. After defining what hemorrhoids are, their different types, let us now discuss the causes and the pathophysiology of hemorrhoids. Well, basically, the pathophysiology of hemorrhoids is due to the constipation that we experience and also prolonged straining. And because of hard stool and increased intra-abdominal pressure, it could cause obstruction of the venous return, resulting in the engorgement of the hemorrhoidal plexus. Defecation of hard fecal material increases also the shearing force on the anal cushion. Just imagine that this is your lower rectum, my hand for example. This is the part of the lower rectum, and this is the hard stool. So as you can see, every time the hard stool is going out, it is trying to push some flesh inside your rectum, passing through the dentate line or going out to your anus. So that's the time when hemorrhoids are being produced. Let us now discuss the different degrees in hemorrhoids. Basically, there are four. First, the second, the third, and the fourth degree, or the grades 1, 2, 3, and 4. For the first degree, they bulge into the anal canal and may prolapse beyond the dentate line on straining. They're the ones that just goes out during straining, but they go back on their own. For the second degree, they prolapse through the anus but reduces spontaneously. They still go out, but they come back on their own. The third degree, on the other hand, prolapse through the anal canal and requires manual reduction. So when that external hemorrhoid comes out, you can push it manually so that it will reduce. So that is the third degree. The last one is the fourth degree. The fourth degree prolapse, but it cannot be reduced. At the same time, it is at risk for strangulation. And the fourth degree are the ones which requires you to undergo surgery. So we have discussed already what hemorrhoids are, the different types of hemorrhoids, its pathophysiology or the causes of hemorrhoids, the different grades or degrees of hemorrhoids. So now we're going to talk about its treatment, or what are the things that we should do in order for us to avoid having hemorrhoids. Well, as I have mentioned earlier, again, with the fourth degree or grade 4, what will happen is that you will really have to undergo surgery already. Yes, sir, surgery. Well, simply because it cannot the prolapse is too much already, and you can no longer manually reduce the mass. Okay, so you have to undergo surgery with that. On the other hand, for the first, second, third degree, grades 1, 2, and 3, you don't have to undergo surgery. However, we can easily avoid them. How? Again, as I have mentioned earlier in this video, we can avoid them by number 1, prolonged straining, and of course, we can avoid them by having hard stool and constipation. Well, for the prolonged straining, so if you won't go, then don't go. Don't push yourself, all right? But for having constipation and for having hard stool, we can easily avoid them. How? By eating good food which are rich in fiber, and also by increasing your oral fluid intake or water intake. What are the foods that we can eat which are rich in fiber? Well, basically there are legumes such as the split peas, the lentils, the black beans, baked beans, and the likes. On the other hand, we can also have whole grains like the barley, the bran flakes, and oatmeal. These are some of the examples of our whole grains. Vegetables, of course, such as the broccoli, Brussels sprouts, the green peas, and other green leafy vegetables. And finally, of course, the fruits. They're readily available everywhere. The fruits like raspberries, the pears, apples, and bananas. Alright, so let us all eat healthy food, increase our water intake, and avoid having hemorrhoids. I hope you do learn something about this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and I hope if there are some clarifications, just leave a comment down below. Redundant, just leave a comment below, and I will come back at you as soon as I can. Thank you once again. Continue to be safe, and God bless.